Previously in the last video.
Don't give me a vibe check, Russia! I don't want a vibe check! I don't want the vibe check!
And now back to the present. Yo, what is up everybody? ZanZEpicKidd here, back again with some more Thai. Last where we left off, Russia was just not having a really good day. Like he kept on losing things. First he lost his good luck bracelet size sin thing. Next he lost his heart, and now he's lost his sanity and is currently trying to eat us. So yeah, this was a grand old time that we spent in the haunted house. Oh boy. We encountered a Krasu that was freaky. And now we gotta try and find Russia's heart and possibly perform an exorcism before it's too late. So without further ado, let's continue. Anyways, we did check it out, this vent. But the only thing I could do was that Thailand could do was stick his hand in there, and that gave a game over. So we're not gonna do that. We're gonna try to find something else we could just stick in there to hopefully not get eaten or killed. Maybe Russia's just chilling in that vent, but I don't know if he'd be able to fit in there, so yeah, it's hard. I did take a peek at the walkthrough again. Not too far like ahead of what I've already been doing this far. But there were apparently two things I've missed, so we're gonna try to check it out. The first thing is that this code has nothing to do with the code for the fridge, as I learned. I was researching the Thai 6-hour system for nothing. We're gonna use this code and we're gonna put it somewhere. Hopefully Russia isn't hiding in the woods, being like, "Boo! Uh-oh, here I am! I've come to devour you!" I think the study's here. Hopefully Russia's not there. Okay, he isn't. That's good to know. He hasn't appeared lately. I'm kind of worried. The drawer is locked. 7, 4, 1, 3. Huh, I got it open. Yeah. Old Thai newspapers in the drawer. Most of it's blurred. Read them. Suspect was believed to have thrown herself off the bridge. Found responsible for disappearances. Dead or missing. They... we could take a little more fear. House condemned. She... Oh, come on! She hammered hands and tortured people, I guess, and no thank you. I don't really feel like reading anymore. Oh, that's understandable. A bottle rolls about in the drawer. Looks like emetic rat poison of some sort, nah? Take the bottle. Yeah, you never know. You never know when something's gonna bite your ass in the vent. So yeah, I guess there's more to explore. I'm not sure what the rat poison could be useful for, however. Where would rats likely be found, or where would... Ah! A woman stands in front of the door. Let's see, which one are you? You're probably the one who's by the banana tree. You're Nang Tani, right? Okay, so she's either gonna be nice or harmful depending on what we've done. She holds a bowl of steaming hot kwai tiao ruya. I'm so hungry. It'd be rude to not accept this gift. Accept her offerings? I don't know, does she think we're cool or does she hate us? Alright. You never know. Thank you very much. Thailand takes the bowl. Thailand cautiously tastes the food. Hunger overwhelms him and he eats it all.
Oh, fuck! You tasted me human food, didn't you, woman?
I feel much better. Before Thailand could thank her again, Nang Tani disappears almost as quickly as she appeared.
Okay, thank you for your weird meat food. Hopefully that was not human food.
But it might be good, because we just lost one fear point. There is some nice lady over there. Might as well check this area. I'm wondering if we could put it in here? There's something shiny down there, though. Emetic drugs. I'm probably crazy, but... Thailand opens the capsule and drops the emetic drugs down the drain.
Here, take my drugs. Accept the drugs.
Right now?
Ugh! Ew! It threw up blood and stuff.
Another key came from the drain. Ugh, it's covered in hair. Ew, that's gross. Yeah, it was probably like,
what the fuck did you feed me? I'm gonna...
Well, we got something. Hopefully it's a good thing. Another thing that kills me eventually. Hurry key. Disgusting key that came from the lower bathroom drain. Alright. The thing is, I really like what... Oh, it could possibly unlock something. What I like about... One thing I like about this game is all the coloring. The effort that's put into the colors. Well, the drawings are nice, but like... It's all black and white. It's all grayscale. And I feel that actually is pretty fitting to the vibe. And the only colors that are shown is red, which is really useful when it comes to like important stuff that the player has to know. Okay, apparently that one's not locked. I mean, it's locked, but we can't go through it right now. It's blocked and locked. This one's locked, right? The door has been unlocked. Oh boy. Hello. Oh. How are you, lady? Oh, I get it, 'cause childbirth. A woman sits there sobbing quietly. There's blood coming out of her groin. She looks at the wrapped up teddy in Thailand's arms. Give her the teddy?
No, I'm keeping it, nah.
Here, take the teddy. Would you like this? Thailand nervously gives the woman the wrapped up teddy bear. Aww. Maynak has stopped crying. She seems comforted, cradling her baby. What's this? Single lit candle. Doesn't feel as comforting. Oh, come on! Okay, so it's red, so it's a cursed candle. Paper butterflies decorate the wall. It's pitch black. There's an arm in the crib. Take the arm? Alright, I think I'm gonna need this for the vent. Hopefully she's not mad about me taking this arm, though. I wonder where the rest of the body is. Okay. Hope you have a nice day. But I need to go and do stuff. Have fun with your baby. Okay, let's go forward. Ah, shit. Russia, why are you here again? Fuck no. I'm escaping. I'm leaving this joint. Escape, I must escape. I must leave. I must go. He's probably over there, but oh well. He doesn't look so good. I might need to... Oh, I only have one prayer left. Alright. Hopefully he's not out in the hallway. Okay, he isn't. Okay, there. Now I can unlock the vent. Unscrew it. Screwdriver breaks because, you know, you can only use things once. And then... reach in with the mannequin arm. You know, this feels like Drama Club when we had to use a mannequin arm for, like, Drama Club. Because there was a play about the main characters being mannequins, and then they come to life and stop two burglars from stealing from the clothing store. It was actually kind of funny and nice. Whoever is hiding these things have a very odd sense of humor, nah? Yep. It's pretty odd. You know, let me check this thing out. What is it? A rusted key. Jeez, we're just getting keys left and right. It's like a Kingdom Hearts game. We can venture out into the wilderness. But Russia's probably outside trying to attack us. Okay. Alright, let's go. Hello, Russia. Russia, please don't... Wait, I didn't want to attack you. I want to run from you. Okay. Well, good thing I ended up here. So you could either attack him, or you could run from him and then gain one fear. What do we use the Russian key for? We could use it for this. Finally! This must be the last door to unlock, surely. No, there's another one upstairs, don't you remember?
Oh, fuck you! Found you!
Russia emerged. Why do you... Where? Where's my stuff? Where's my... Oh no. I got so scared my hands flew up, and then my toy penguin, my stuffed penguin that I used to, like, for my wrist to rest on when using the computer flew off the table. Okay. Hopefully attacking you. Oh look, I'm gonna slam you. Uh-oh. Russia. How did you Russia! How did you manage to roar like a lion? Oh, that's easy! I took a lot of voice acting classes. And they had animal impersonation. Do you like it? It really gives me a great vibe when I'm trying to eat you. Yeah. Thanks a lot. Ah! Thailand is thrown to the end of the hallway. Russia blocks the way and corners him. I found you. You kept running. I found you. I don't want to hurt you. I can finally eat you. I don't want to be... I've been looking for you for so long. I wanted to eat you, Taisha. What? But what?
got hungry, so I ate my organs. Oh yeah, I forgot that detail. Thanks a lot, Russia.
Oh my god. Talon steps back, the floorboard creaks. Even though I need my stomach.
Rusty, please don't do this. You can still be inside of me. Now I'm more than a kitchen. I'm an entire house. There's just more room for you now. Get it? Because my cult was kitchen and now I am room. I know you're in there somewhere. Bruh, he fucking ate himself. I don't think there's anything in there.
The soft rotting wood gives a loud groan when Russia steps forward. The floorboards suddenly splinter and give way. Ah! How the fuck did Russia teleport? He's like... He got so hungry that he teleported between areas. Oh well. Are we having another flashback? Mr. Russia is too big, too drunk, too cold, and too scary. I hate it here. I want to go home. But I can't tell my king. He'll be so disappointed in my conduct. The thing about Thailand is that, yeah, he was once the kingdom of Siam, but also he's like the type who's like, you know, friendly and happy-go-lucky and really smiley. However, he's also a pretty hard worker. Like, it's said that he's got a good work ethic. But he can be clever and diplomatic when he needs to be. And he hates ghosts, but he loves horror movies. So I think he's characterized well here. How does he do it? Well, other than that, he doesn't smile that much, but of course it's because he's scared. What am I supposed to do? I mean, he ends up in a house full of ghosts. Привет, Taisha! And like his own, like, love just freaking ate himself. Hi, Russia. How is life? Thailand slowly picks himself off of the floor. A sharp pain courses through his right leg. Oh, my leg. I must have been sprained as I fell through the floorboards. Here's the flashlight. So we're inside of a... Ah! Ew, spiders! They're surrounding me! Get off! Where's the exit? There's too many spiders here. Sorry about the loud noise. They start to swarm and creep about the walls. I need to save! Fuck, okay. Wait. I know what to use! Hairspray, I summon you! The spray isn't dangerous enough. The spiders start to swarm his feet. Okay, fine. How about this? He only singes... Ah, I have an idea! Ew, why is it on me? Okay. Yes! Hairspray with the lighter. Okay! What am I doing? Hello? Talon marks a broom. Give me! Wait. The Horde! The Horde! Excuse you! How come I can't use the freaking... Hello? Hello? Bracelet, I need God. Wait, I need the Buddha. I need whatever... I need whatever higher power there is available. Bitches! They claw their way through him. Yep, I'm dying. I'm dying. I'm dying. Fuck, I have to equip myself with it. Okay. Okay, take this shit. Take this shit. And then use it. Wait. Use it. Wait. Use it. What? Why can't I use it? Hello? 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 Why isn't it working? I did the thing that I'm supposed to do! Why isn't it working? Wait. Large orange flames leap from the hairspray can. Whoa! Spiders big and small alike are charged black. Nothingness. The webs dissolve into nothing. The way out has been cleared. I can't stop twitching. It still feels like they're all over me. Dude, okay, funny story. You know cockroaches, how they sometimes scuttle around the floor? Well, I was in the kitchen, and then I feel something, and then I learned that, oh my god, there's a cockroach in my hair. And then I was like, ah! And then I swatted at it, and then I told my parents. They looked at me, and I was like, oh yeah, I was screaming because there was a cockroach in my hair, but I got rid of it. But then like a horror movie, it just, all of a sudden, the freaking cockroach scuttles around my neck to the front. And then we're like, ah! And then I freaking swat it out of my neck. And then it comes flying towards my mom. And she swatted it off. And it was like and my siblings were just upstairs wondering what the heck happened. So yeah, that's why you keep your house clean, so that nothing like that ever happens. At least I'm out of here. Thailand takes a step forwards. Ugh, my leg is still sprained. It hurts so much. Yeah, you're almost fucking dead, dude. Do I use my last bandage? I might need to. No point in messing with the junction box, nah. It'd be twice as scary without the lights on. No point in messing with the junction box. Oh, a ladder! Ah, I can finally reach the attic with that. I just need to take it slow bringing it up. Oh, poor dude. I don't think he can run anymore. I mean, his leg is broken, so if Russia comes across him again... Old rolled up rugs in the corner. Well, you see, he's a nation, so he could possibly still survive. Yeah, I don't think empty buckets. Alright, let's go back up. Well, that was fun. That was a great experience. You know, I really looked forward to getting the shit crawled out of me. At least we can go up to the attic, where hopefully no one finds us. I can't save anymore, so I feel like this could be the final stretch. This is the last place I need to go to. I can't be afraid. I still need to find Kunrusi's heart. Climb up? Need to think for a moment. Alright. There's still this door, which is clearly locked. There's no going back. I need to go. I can't waste any more time. Yeah, I thought I could heal myself, but yeah, I don't think it's gonna work here. Thailand starts to climb up the ladder. Suddenly, a sharp pain shoots through the entirety of his leg. He falls to the ground, crippled in pain. Why does it hurt so much? Talon stared down at the leg. It was originally flushed a deep red before. It has swollen and bruised rapidly since then. I need to get up there. Talon makes a feeble attempt to crawl to the ladder, but the pain hit him in crippling waves. The shock of everything is finally worn off. Little friend, for a country called the Land of Smiles, I'm very disappointed to see none from you so far. I would like to see more smiles, please. Thank you. Perhaps there's something that's preventing you from smiling? Are you feeling well, little friend? Let me give you a vibe check. You mentioned France and England earlier. Is there something wrong with them? Well, there's something wrong with you, Mr. Natch. It's hard to keep up with everything happening around me. My sister Burma has become one of Kun Angrit's colonies. As for Cambodia and Laos, Kun Farang Set has them. My king has taken great steps to modernize with the rest of Europe, but I fear it's not enough. Those two could choose to invade by force any day, no? I shouldn't go on. My Ben Rai. Oh, France and England are my friends, but sometimes they can be annoying bullies, yes? Very annoying bullies. Oh, if only I could meet them. I suppose that is correct, Kunrutsi. Yeah, and think of how Russia's been bullied in his childhood. He wouldn't appreciate any bullying. I can beat up all the bullies for you if you want. Huh? I don't think that'll be necessary, nah, though that would be pretty helpful. Friends help each other no matter what. I would like to make some small contribution. I used to be bullied by some very bad children when I was younger, so I understand what you're going through. I will make it very clear to England and France that they must leave you alone. Oh yeah. I actually did read a bit up on Russia and Thailand relationships. And yeah, the Kingdom of Siam did see it as to be beneficial to keep up diplomatic relations with Russia so as to preserve their independence. I really appreciate that, Kunrusi. Kop kun krap. There's that famous smile. I also saw videos of making like krathongs. Those little krathong boats using banana stem and leaves. It was so nice. Anyways, back to the story. Like, yo, the boats can be pretty. Where am I? I thought he shot you. What happened? Did he just yeet you into... There's something brushing against my... I need to get out. Thailand's not having a good day. Thailand pushes at the roof. It gives way easily. Thailand drags himself out. Oh man, there's been so much, but I think we're finally in the final stretch. Wish me luck, everyone. I'm probably gonna need it. Ah, yes, just where I want to be. In the butcher's area. Would it be... I can't pray anymore. You know, I don't think even Buddha can get me out of this one. This is just too much. So, yeah, I probably got carried up here because Russia's been possessed by the Thai. And now he wants to make us into a delicious meal. Hopefully he didn't take my leg. I need those. What's in here? Overstuffed bin bags. Crates filled with things. Flies buzz in droves over it. Great, now I'm scared. Sharp tools crusted with blood. They appear to be permanently affixed to the wall. I think I meat hooks over the bath. This is not helping me. Look at the chopping block. Yes, the table is wide and long. There's a chopping block at one end. It resembles a stripped bed. What the fuck is that? Excuse me. Ah! I can't handle it. I'm so scared. Rush away. It's on my phone. I can't smile anymore. Why? Oh, fuck me. Something catches Thailand's eye. Thailand dragged himself towards it. The pain in his legs is unbearable. There's something large wrapped in the... Oh no. Thailand shakily opens it up. Hey! RusThai's heart. Thailand hugs the lukewarm heart close to him. I needed that laugh. Wish I had my glasses on, huh? RusThai will be back soon to eat me. I need to prepare myself. I'm bathed in blood. He'll be able to find me in no time. Thailand slowly stands up. His leg drops. Right. I just need to get him still long enough to put his heart back. Time for the final countdown. So that's where the red door led to. It's not much, but that'll give me some protection. I should pray. 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 Generic prayer of protection. Pray. Hi. Hey buddy, you want your heart back? It's a really nice heart. RusThai. You know, actually I read Edgar Allan Poe's The Telltale Heart, and just thinking about Russia's heart and stuff, and how you can hear your own heartbeat sometimes when you're really scared. It reminded me of that. You weren't very left, you Taisha. No, I waited here for you instead. No worries. I can still eat you. I'm not going to let you, RusThai. Whoever's inside of you, I'm going to force him out. You're shivering. I'm scared of you. Yeah, it's true. Thailand doesn't like ghosts. So badly scared. It's even scarier watching you like this. Yeah, like, it's scary enough having something chasing you, but the fact that it's Russia is, like, even worse. Russia emerged, and now he's redder than before. I can only attack him. Attack! 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 I'm probably gonna die here. Because I chose to guard at one time. Oh no. Thailand was defeated. And now I'm dead. Thailand collapses to the ground at last. Ah! Thailand tries to get up, but Russia forces him back down. There is no escape. RusThai, please let go of me. Russia leans in closer. I'm gonna eat your face off. See? I'm sorry. I'm just so hungry. Bad end. Aw, well that sucks. Oh well, I guess What? Yay, Mr. Taku! A sprite, art rage. Sweet! Aw man, that was so cool. Thank you. By Nash. Team Burn Toast. Rayso and Hebby. Oh, did Hebby? Oh. They were the beta testers. Sweet. So the ending that I got was bad in 3, in which I wasn't that afraid, but I didn't defeat Russia in the attic. So the ending I'm gonna shoot for is getting a high amount of fear and not being able to defeat Russia in the attic. So I'm just gonna get myself afraid a lot. Oh look, it's a meat hook! Oh no, they're hanging stuff! Oh no, sharp crusty tools! Oh no, it's a bin bag! It's a meat hook! It's a... What is in here? It's disgusting shit. Time to look at this again. And time to look at this. Okay. Thailand collapses to the ground at last. Ah! Thailand tries to get up. The Russian forces him back down. There's no escape. I guess this is it. Cliff and I am in his arms and we're together. Russia leans in closer. Lucy? I want you to. Eat me! I'll eat you too. This is not what we mean by eating each other. What is this boring? No! No, I am kink shaming you right now! We can eat each other forever and ever and ever! We'll become one. Never have to leave each other again. Thank you, Taisha. And then it was a mutual eating. The end. And that was bad in 4. Now the other endings revolve around actually being able to defeat Russia. And it seems nigh impossible as we are right now. But there is a place where we could get a more powerful weapon, possibly, so that we could be able to defeat him, so... Let's see. The mannequin arms pulling a... Oh, it's a crowbar! Whoever's hiding these things have a very odd sense of humor, no? Okay, so we got the crowbar. Which you could possibly equip as a weapon. Let's see if we can replace this. Okay, so... now that I have the crowbar, I did the same things, except I let myself get injured to the point where there's blood on my face, and now there's a high fear, so this will lead to the next ending. Square up, boy! Square up. What? What? I have a crowbar now! Oh snap, he dodged. How could you miss? He was right. How could you miss? He was right there in front of you. Oh man, this is... Oh no, please. Please die. Yes. Actually, don't die, but let me hold you down. Russia stumbles. It's now or never. Thailand rushes up. and forces Russia's heart back into his chest. Russia still. Why do I feel so painfully numb inside? Rusty. Talon stumbles forward, but weakness overwhelms his body. Taisha! Talon tries to get up, but he's too weak. I'm sorry. I couldn't control myself. Taisha, please get up. I didn't mean to hurt you. Russia tries to pull Thailand up, but the pain is too much. Rusty, I can't move. You're so covered in blood. I hurt you so badly. I hurt you. No. No, Lucy, it's okay. But I hurt you. I hurt my best friend. I'll never forgive myself as long as I live. Oh, he smiled. There's one way, Lucy. What is it? I wanted to. It's me. Excuse me? Yes. It's me. I'll let myself be eaten until I'm forgiven. Okay, so Russia went back to normal, but they still had a mutual voring. Or a single voring, I don't know. And that was bad in 2. Okay, so this is now gonna be the ending where basically Thailand is highly injured, and however he has slow fear this time. Russia stumbles. It's now or never. Thailand rushes up and forces Russia's heart back into his chest. Russia still. Why do you feel so painfully numb inside? Lucy. Thailand tries to get up, but he's too weak. I'm sorry, I couldn't control. Taisha, please get up. I didn't mean to hurt you. Russia tries to pull Thailand up, but the pain is too much. Lucy. Can't move. You're so covered in blood. I hurt you so badly. I hurt you. No. No, Lucy. It's okay. But I hurt you. I hurt my best friend. I'll never forgive myself as long as I live. I'm sorry. No. It's okay, Lucy. I love you. Thailand goes limp. His breathing comes to a standstill. No! Thailand! Russia shakes Thailand's body. No! No! And that was bad in 1. You're supposed to, have a low amount of injuries. And then you need to, have a low amount of fear. And then defeat Russia. Russia stumbles. It's now or never. Thailand rushes up and forces Russia's heart back into his chest. With the power of friendship and love! Russia still. Oh. Mm. Hey, buddy. Why do I feel so painfully numb inside? Because you ate your own self. RusThai! Aw, sweet. Thailand practically bowls Russia over with a hug. Russia's got huge hands. It's like the size of Thailand's face. Well, I mean, he's a big guy. I was so scared that I'd lose you. That you might have... Taisha! You're still covered in blood. That wasn't me, was it? Please, RusThai. Don't be sad for me, nah. I'm just happy that I got you back. But I hurt you. I hurt my best friend. All of a sudden they're vibing and there's like lights everywhere around them. I'll never forgive myself as long as I live. That's okay, RusThai. My benrai. I guess that means I love you. Oh, what about your organs, Anna? Oh, I could grow new ones. Oh, they'll come back eventually. Nichevo Strasnava. No problem. It'll be sunrise soon. We should get back home before people see us and think we're serial killers. That sounds like a good idea. Like, they're just walking in the streets and they're like, what the heck? What happened to you? Oh, want to see a cool party trick? We should take a bath together. I'd love that. Good end. Okay. Yay, that's sweet. Thank you very much for having me over for the week, RusThai. I was worried about coming over, but I had a great time getting to know you and your country. Thank you for coming. You have passed my vibe checks. I had lots of fun with my new friend. I wish you could stay forever and never. At least there's Zoom in the future. You should visit me sometimes then. Yes, I will. I'll visit as soon as possible. Aw, I want to see everything warm you described to me. Suyot. I suppose this is goodbye for now. Not for long, though. Pailo na grab, RusThai. Do svidaniya. He may be tall, scary, pushy, and violent. But I'm sure RusThai will be a great friend, Anna. Yay! And they became friends. And I was introduced to a new rare ship that I now like. Thanks, Air. That was the good end. But there's the true end, which is only possible by doing the same thing as the good end, except we're gonna let Thailand be very scared. Holy shoot, 314 damage. That is really large. She stumbles. It's now or never. Thailand rushes up and forces Russia's heart back into his chest. Russia still. Why do I feel so painfully numb inside? RusThai! I'm still scared shitless and breathing hard, but at least you're alive! Thailand practically bowls Russia over with a hug. Oh, I was so scared that I'd lose you. They might have... Taisha, you're so covered in blood. That wasn't me, was it? Please, RusThai, don't be sad for me, no. I'm just happy that I got you back. But I hurt you. I hurt my best friend. I'll never forgive myself as long as I live. It's okay, RusThai. My benrai. RusThai, can you hold me? Uh-oh. Yes, Taisha. I'm right here for you. Rawr, chomp. Oh. Oh. That's the true end. Aww. That's sad. Yo. That was really good. And that was the true end. And that was all the endings of Phi. This game. Yo. This game was so trippy. Like, in a good way. I feel like this, along with Freedom, they're both games that are classified as horror, and they really felt horrific. Like, it actually made me scared, and I love it. There's, other Hetagame horror games that scared me quickly, but that was mostly because of a chase scene or maybe even a jump scare or such. However, this was a horror Hetagame that really gave, a feeling of anxiety and atmosphere through and through. Like, yes, there was like, a bunch of gory stuff, ghosts and supernatural creepy stuff, and just, yeah, there was jump scares here and there, but they were used sparingly. It wasn't that cheap. It wasn't like, ooh, ooga booga, and then it left. Because there were other moments that were genuinely terrifying too, like, encountering the various ghosts, especially the Karasu. And that one scene that will probably stick by me, the one where Thailand, he finally finds Russia after they've been separated, and then Russia reveals that he's been possessed. Just the growing dread and the freaking payoff of it was so good. Last night, when I played that part, like, I was trying to sleep, I kept thinking of One-Eyed Russia. Freaking Russia, man. That scene was crazy, so yeah, props for that. This was actually one of my favorite horror Hetagames thus far. Okay, so for visual-wise, yes. It's got some really cool, really solid visuals. Like, the whole minimalistic colors with the grayscale and except for the red. It actually really served the story and was really fitting. I could tell that the inspiration for it was, stuff such as Satoshi Kon's works. I've only watched Perfect Blue, but I could tell that there was music from his other works as well, such as Paranoia Agent, which I should watch eventually. And there was Junji Ito. Well, to be fair, I only read Uzumaki, the Spiral comic series, but I've also seen tidbits of other Junji Ito comics, and boy, does he do a great job of making things unsettling through pictures alone. And I think Air did a pretty great job of capturing it here. That Russia scene is just gonna be ingrained in my memory for days, hopefully years to come. The UI was pretty good too. It was also like minimalistic, but it really helped like know what was important. The gameplay, yes, there's some bugs here and there, but that's like, it's forgivable because this was a game that was made for a jam in 48 days, and that's pretty much a really great feat. The fact that this came out from 48 days. I'm not sure if I would have had the guts to try and be this ambitious and have a whole point and click horror adventure. in a whole jam, in the span of a jam. So that was really great. In the beginning, it did a great job of setting up certain mechanics. Like first there's the whole item mechanic where you could just check out stuff because their Krathongs are in there during the Krathong festival. And then it introduces the fear mechanic in a way that's gradual and actually adds to the story. It really flowed well with the story. So you could tell, okay, don't be too afraid, otherwise you're screwed. And of course there was the little puzzles that you had to go around and try and figure out. Yeah, like at the beginning when Thailand was in the first room, it made you go through like possible items that can help you, such as a light and the bandages. And then it brilliantly revealed the attack mechanic with Russia. So I like that. Yeah, my only complaint would be that there were some times where the controls were a bit fiddly. There was like sometimes I think I'm trying to click on the items but then it thinks that I want to make a prayer, and I'm like, no, I wanted to check the items, but that's alright because and the controls did take some time getting used to, but eventually I got the hang of it and it was really good. Story, the characters, I really think that Thailand and Russia were characterized very well. Thailand, he's a pretty minor character. We don't see him that often, and that's kind of a shame because he seems like a pretty cool guy and has got a lot of great potential, especially considering that Thai history and culture is pretty cool. But I think Air did a good job of getting, what is said about him in canon right, and then being able to draw from there to have a more fleshed out personality. Yes, although he's smiley all the time, he does know when to get serious. He does get scared, but in the end, he's willing to come through for his friend. Or more than that. And Russia, well, I actually really liked him here, because you could really tell that, he's lonely, he wants friends, he wants to make sure that his friendship, his relationship with Thailand stays great, because he's one of the few people that he feels he can be able to really get along with. And you can tell during the breaks, during the flashbacks, which provided really good breaks in between the times of horror, that, eventually that first time was scared, but eventually, he warmed up to Russia. And that was really nice. And that they really got to get along with each other. The Krathong Festival, whoa, that was really good. That was a great opportunity. That was a great opportunity to learn more about Thai culture and traditions. And it was pretty fun and educational to get through before the real stuff happens. And the happy moments between Russia and Thailand before everything happened was good enough to provide a setup for me to feel sad and like scared for them in the future. Like, I actually really cared about what was gonna happen to them, because I just wanted them to, just have some cool mango rice together. Like, oh boy. And for Russia to, still have his friend. And yeah, the fact that, like, Russia freaking became possessed and started acting like that, all crazy. Yeah, that was like, yeah, it was kind of, I felt really bad for him, but also really scared of him. Like, in concept, it does sound pretty simple. Pretty sort of standard for a horror story. Like, there's a few people, few friends, they wind up locked in a scary place. Turns out it's haunted. One friend gets possessed, the other has to try and survive. And then they discover the terrible things that have possibly happened in this place, and whether the writers are, depending on the story, things get better or things get bittersweet, and or just it's just a downer ending. However, it was done in a way that was pretty well done. And Thailand and Russia really added to the narrative, and learning about all the Thai ghosts was really great. And the art, yeah, the art definitely helped make the game have its own identity and make it stand out from other horror stories and horror games. Well done, Air. I know you had to go through a bunch of bugs and a bunch of hard work to get this out and get to this point, but this was a really good, complete game, and yeah, I really liked it, so congrats. And that's it for Fi. I'll see all you guys in the next video. See ya!